Discovering your passion is so important because it gives you a sense of purpose, a reason to get out of bed, a reason to understand why you're here on earth. How are you going to contribute to being a good citizen, a good community leader, a good person? You need to have a reason, and passion is about that. So what happens when you discover your passion? You are lit up. You are on fire. You are excited about each morning. In fact, it's hard to go to sleep because you can't wait for the next day's light. Now, one of the wonderful things about discovering your passion, it could have been something way back when you were younger. And it might have been that moment where you didn't have these words that it tickled your brain, but you got kind of nudged. You got kind of paused. I always like to say, you kind of tilt your head a little bit and you look at it like, and you just keep staring at it. You can't take your eyes off of it. And maybe you lean forward and you're like, what is that? And you tilt your head again and you're just trying to take it in, every angle of it, every possibility, because it's just so fascinating. So I want to take you back to your childhood. I want you to imagine a giant refrigerator box, a blank canvas of possibility. Now, were you the kid who would spend hours just imagining and building and creating things, maybe even inviting friends over, right? And try to collaborate on that project? Maybe that was a source of passion early for you. Maybe that was a spark. Maybe you actually, when you think about it now, you enjoy building things, constructing things, putting things together. Or maybe it was simply that you always were drawn to a place, an environment, an experience, but it wasn't easy for you to explain. You didn't have the words for it. But those things should never be overlooked because those could be at the root of your passion. See, that might have been the early thing. It might have been right there all along. And you might get a chance when you discover it now at this age that you might go, wait, this has always been around me. I've always been interested in this. I can remember the time when. So don't overlook some things that might already be around you, some things that might be really close. Those may actually be your sparks. So in my third book, The Red Rubber Ball at Work, I got to interview all kinds of people, from celebrities all the way down to robotics experts. One of the people that I got to interview was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And I talked to him about what was your favorite game, toy, or activity as a child and why. And do you think it informed what you would become later? He told the story of how they would fish as kids. And you had to bring a joke with you. You had to actually have a joke ready to share. Whoever got the biggest laugh got all the fish. He actually realized he was a good storyteller. Think about what he does now. When we were actually doing the interview, he paused and went, I'd never thought about that. That was part of this whole equation for me to be what I am today. Okay. So that's a great example of it can be a part of the equation, your play, your childhood, and things that sparked you. So don't overlook them because they could actually be part of the unlock, the cheat code to get you to your passion faster and discover it. So hearken back and think about some of your journey. Think about some of those memories. Think about some of those things that brought you joy. Those are also cues for you to be paying attention to. So not just outward things, but also internal things. Pay attention to those cues also, because those could be unlocks for you to know what your passion is. So how did I discover mine? I'm going to tell you that story, along with some other stories around how you can grow your passion and how you can stay involved in it and how you can manifest your ideas, your hopes, your dreams into reality. Stay tuned. We're on this journey together.